Welcome back to the channel, Toyota Fanatic 81. Today I'm discussing a number of things I've learned while driving a lifted truck as a daily. The first point is obvious, and it's the one that's brought up the most. Fuel mileage sucks. Now this one is a no-brainer. Pickup trucks are not supposed to be fuel efficient, not necessarily. They're made for hauling and towing. They're already kind of bad on gas, so if you go and throw it up in the air and put bigger wheels and tires on, what do you think's gonna happen? Now if you're a truck person, especially a lifted truck person, you already accept this. It's just one of the things you're gonna live with. Epiphany number 2 is that ride quality and steering dynamics change. And this is not necessarily a bad thing. It depends on what kind of lift you buy. 2-inch and 3-inch level kits are relatively cheap and very easy to install. A spacer is applied to the top of the strut, and when the strut is put back in place, this spacer effectively pushes down the strut by 2 or 3 inches. This lifts up the front end of the truck and levels it out with the back. The downside to a leveling kit is that it pushes the suspension components out of their original factory position. This can affect ride quality in a negative way, and it can cause certain components to wear out much faster. A 4-inch, 6-inch, or 8-inch lift kit will come with much more hardware. These are true lift kits, and they'll raise the truck while maintaining the original factory geometry of the suspension components. In fact, many of these kits come with newer, stronger components like steering knuckles and upper control arms that actually replace the original components in the suspension. This means that the truck's ride quality either stays the same or in some cases actually improves. And the suspension components can last longer because they're in the right position. The downside to these kits is that they're expensive to buy. They usually start at about $1,000, but they can go much higher than that. They also take a longer time to install. This can range from 8 hours to 12 hours. So my truck actually rides very close to stock. The difference is the steering. I don't have the same turning radius, but that's something you get used to. The third thing that I learned is this thing draws attention. Now whether that's good or bad is up to your personality. If you don't like attention, if you don't want people looking at your vehicle, if you don't want people slowly turning and staring at you when you come to a red light, don't lift your truck. But if you love attention and you love people looking at your vehicle and coming up to you and asking you questions, go ahead and lift your truck, because I guarantee that's gonna happen. And this leads into my fourth point. People are gonna love it or hate it. There's gonna be very few people that are so-so about the truck. Not too many people are gonna go, yeah, it's okay. They're either gonna say, what the hell did you do to your truck? Or they're gonna be like, oh my God, wow! One way or another, you're gonna get a reaction. My next point's on visibility. It's both bad and good. It's bad in the case that when you're close to things, when you're close to people or animals, you have to be really, really careful. The closer something is to your lifted truck, the more careful you're gonna have to be. Now these tow mirrors I put on the truck make a massive difference in terms of parking and driving. I have next to no blind spot with these mirrors, and that's a big help. Now, in terms of visibility at a distance, a lifted truck is great. You're up higher in the air, so you can see a lot further in front of you and behind you. Parking is both bad and good. It's bad in the sense that you have to be really selective about where you park. And if you have a 4-inch lift, you can probably get away with more. If you have a 6 or an 8-inch lift, you can forget about parking garages. Also, a lot of lifts tend to push the wheels a little further out of the fender. And if you're like me and you buy wheels with a negative offset, it pushes them out even further, which makes drive-thrus challenging as well. Now, the good part is you can still park it. I park it forward, I park it backward. You get used to driving a truck like that. Also, you can park it just about anywhere. I mean, I know I said you couldn't park it in a parking garage, but anywhere else is pretty much fair game. The next point is that friends and family will definitely be amused or annoyed at getting up into this thing. Now, I have no issue getting in and out of this truck, but that's me. I can't say the same for all my friends and family. Luckily, these step-up bars do help. Now, my last point is more of a truck point than a lifted truck point. It's the fact that I get far more utility out of this and much more versatility than a sport utility vehicle. I'm not hating on SUVs. I've owned 3 of them so far and I've loved each one of them. I just find from my lifestyle I can carry more people and more equipment in a vehicle like this than I could in any of my SUVs. In terms of carrying people, I have way more room in this cab than I did in any of my SUVs. And in terms of carrying equipment or things in general, the cab and the bed together are a game changer. It's just not the same. I used to run a fitness business, and one of the things I did all the time was transport equipment to clients. You should have seen the things I had to squeeze in the 4Runner. It was stupid. Now, if I have to move fitness equipment or materials for home projects, it's no problem. And that's a wrap. Those are the main things I learned about driving a lifted truck as a daily. Now, of course, you probably own a lifted truck too, or you're looking to own one, and there are some points that I might not have brought up. By all means, leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about driving a lifted truck on a daily basis. As usual, I want to give a big thanks to the people that follow me and watch my videos on a regular basis. You are the reason I make these videos, plus my passion for this truck. And if this is the first time you're watching, welcome. I hope you found this video useful. Lifting your truck is a big decision. There's lots of things to consider, so hopefully these videos I'm putting out is making it a little easier for you. Before you take off, make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and smash that like button. 2 small steps for you, but huge in terms of helping out this channel. I'll see you on the next video.